Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Factorio and our Bat Challenge. That is the Bob's Angels 1000 Challenge. Yeah. Oh, now I've got... I got absolutely no room in my bag whatsoever for building the rest of the stuff. So I got burner inserters there. If I put those down and if I lift those up, they stay as burner inserters, don't they? Unfortunately. And that's a full stack. I got lots of timber on me. I'm going to go to Angel's Power. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that. That's not helped. I need to get rid of some of this stuff. What can I get rid of for just a minute to allow a bit of room? Stone. We got crushed stone right there. The stone and crushed stone. If I go and get rid of that a minute, then I've got room to finish doing some of this building. So if I run down here and I ditch that little bit there, that's going to allow me a little tiny bit of space to put some of that in, but there's not enough space. Not by a long shot. So I will take out half of that and dump it in there. And I will go over here and I'll take out the other half and I'll dump it in there. That's giving me a little tiny bit of extra space. I've got 8 red science analyzers right there. Let's go and get rid of those a minute. I know I could probably offload a whole load of other things, which would make life a lot easier for me, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to dump those in there like that. There, so we've got rid of those red science analyzers. And the burner inserters. I don't really need these burner inserters. The problem with the burner inserter, I pick it up, I've still got 6. They don't break down into individual components, and that is a little bit of an issue. So what I'll do with these is I'm just going to bring them over here. Big chest is in the way. I'm just going to drop that in there. It's going to be like an extra little bit. I got 1 piece of cabling. See, some of these bits I don't want to keep. That I'm hanging on to. Electronic parts, mechanical parts. I don't need this much coal, that's for certain sure. So we can dump some of this. Let's drop you. Like that. There we go. That's a bit more sensible. We get rid of some of this stuff like this. And then I'll come down here and I'll do the same again down here. Put some in there and some in there. That's all of the coal gone. Right, now I got loads of room. And that's very quickly working through all of the stuff that it needs to do. And how are we doing up here? Now we're putting stuff down as well. Fantastic. This I like. This is good. But you guys are taking way too long. You should be coming down here to charge, or going over there to charge, or doing something to help charge up. Help yourselves out a little bit here, shouldn't you? I feel that would be a good thing. I tell you what we're going to do is I need to be able to have coal running in here. So I've got, that's where the coal is going to go. It's going to go up onto that one. So I'm going to take these belts here. And that is going to run up there like that. That's where this coal is going to go. That can go out and use an underground belt. So then I'm going to come down here and I'm going to split that off. I'm going to take this belt and I'm going to run it up like this. It's going to go straight to the underside of that one. And it's going to run along here like this. So that is where our belt is going to come in. Feed the coal in for all of these furnaces. So there's a good start on that bit. And then I need to get the belt running up there that is going to be bringing all of this in up to the top. And then I've got to bring the copper all the way back down again and make use of it down here. So we've got this bit. I got 23 of them. I'm going to bring that back this way. And this belt is first going to run straight up here like this. And go up a little bit more. And then it's... Oop, okay, I definitely didn't mean to do that. Bring you up there. And then you're going to go along over to here, like this. And you're going to go right side by side on that one. That's where I want you to go. So that then I can put an underground belt to just jump underneath between those. And then this belt here is going to run straight along this way. We're going to go all the way back through here like this. And then you're going to go up that way. There. And that's where all of it is going to run. And then this copper is going to come out of here onto this belt down this side. That can just keep running through there. The copper we've got the coal that's being fed up through. This bit is being fed through here. So I need to take some of these. And we're going to run these out in a line over this way. I'm going to take those. I'm going to run them out in a line over this way like that. So there is a gap between those. It doesn't matter that there's a gap in between them. It's not going to make any difference to anything. That one's going to go to there. And then you are going to run along this way. You're going to run into there. And then this bit, I'm now going to run it back this way like that. And you're going to go in there. And then I'm going to start putting down power cables over here. And run you all the way out that side. And I'm going to run power cables out over this way as well. And put everything into there. I've got the last of the copper feeding through there. And then that can all be stripped apart and dismantled. Because the first of the copper, or the stereotype rather, is going to be brought up here. And put into place on this one. So I've got a couple of belts left up there. I've got that one ore thing there. If you could, like, oh, they are. They're using all of them. They're just not using them that efficiently. That's the problem. We're not using them very efficiently at all in here. I've got plenty of space in here. Now I've gone and used up a few of the belts. We've got lots of extra space. That's a good thing. And it looks like that belt is running all the way along. Well, of course, that one's running along the top there. I went and placed that one myself. I've got most of the rest of the items in here now. We're just waiting for these to charge up 2 at a time. So if I was to go out this way and pick you up, because you're right in the way over there, and I'll bring you back over here. I'll put you down there. Hopefully, some of these will be able to use that start charge. I mean, I don't think they will. I don't think they're bright enough to actually do that. The way you got to do it is you got to lift the previous ones, and then you got to put the new ones down. So I'm actually going to physically have to lift that one and lift that one, and go down here and lift this one as well. Like that, and then they will just stop and do nothing. They'll go and place down some of the stuff that they've got, and then I can put 5 of these in a row over here. 2, 3, 4, 5, like that. So now they'll come up, and I think they're all going to go and charge on just one of them. They're not got the brain to go and spread out onto the other 4. So I think what they've done is they've programmed to all charge on that first one. Now remove that one, so then they'll repath and they will go and charge on all 5. So I can put that one down, so it's just like out of the way, and they can use that when they start coming back through. It's a little bit weird the way they do it. It is a little bit odd the way they do it. We've now unlocked a few more of the advanced copper. We've got advanced copper. We've got advanced iron. So there's a couple of extra bits starting to be unlocked on here. I'm going to go with that advanced mechanical refining in there, because there's a few bits in there that we're going to want to use. So now using all of that. I'm going to do this in future. I'm going to put all of them down in a line fairly close together near the chest. Because it seems that they were just using the one up by the chest anyway. So for the other zones, we might do that. I was thinking of just placing them down myself. But I kind of like the idea of making sure that we get the whole thing built using the robots. Just so we were testing the robots. We're testing out the facility, seeing how well they run. I'm still waiting on that one in there to charge up and do this. If he could hurry up and do his charging, we could then get that last one in place, but I don't need it to be in place, do I? We can go with the stereotype ore crushing in here, and I can just set these in place over here. So they've started up. They are running. I've got to wait for the coal over on there. That's not here yet. And I've now got everything splitting apart correctly on here, going everywhere that we need it to go. The only thing I'm thinking is that I will probably want these to be upgraded belts. don't know that these belts are going to work all that well. Let's put in that last one there, so I've got the recipe correct. And we also want to go over here, so that can be removed for now. Yeah, I'm thinking that we will we'll move the offset onto the near side for 2 of those, and we'll also do it for 2 of those as well. So we'll change the offset over a little bit. Just allows them to squeeze a bit more on. I don't think it's going to make a huge amount of difference to anything, to be honest. But it's at least a little bit of a start. So the only thing I'm waiting for now, once we've got these robots here charged up, is that piece of belt right there, which is that robot in there. And that's going to allow the coal to come along, which will allow them to start, and then we can get this copper going over here. So we'll ignore the rest of it. I need to get an underground belt coming off of you, which is going to have to go that way, and then I want another underground belt, which is going to go... I'm just going to put it there. We'll just put it there. And then I can take that one, and I can run you down like that. And then you can go over this way a little bit, back there. So that I've got the copper coming through neat and tidy onto the side. And that's where the copper has actually got to meet up. But what I want to do now, while I'm waiting for just the last few bits to be finished by the robots up there, we need to dismantle this section that we've got down here. I'm not going to remove the entire thing. I'm going to remove just a piece of it over to here. That chest can now just stay there until I've emptied it out. And this... well, that'll stay as it is, actually. Don't need to change that at all. What I do want to do, though, is I want to bring that one up like that, so that I can bring a belt into the side of there. Well, actually, yeah, I need the coal to keep on flowing down through here. So can't... oh. We'll see about maybe speeding that. I don't quite know what I'm going to do down there just yet. We'll have to wait and see. Let's remove that bit of stone in there. This is right in my way. I don't have any room for any stone. I've completely filled my bags up. I've got... how have I picked up 16... oh, I know how I picked up 16 bots. There's a very, very easy explanation for that. I had too many running around with me. And then we'll run this down here. Like that. Yeah, I'm not supposed to go and pick up the stone like this. So if I go like that, and then I pick all the stone up off the floor, I've got the 22 stone on me. I'll drop that into there so that I've got a little tiny bit of space. And then this one is going to go over here, and it's going to drop into the side of there. It'll be on the correct side all the way down through, and then I've got all the copper that I could want. There is our copper manufacturing facility. We are absolutely caning it through. I could actually... well, I don't want to increase those. I could actually double up the number of furnaces that I've got on this without any issues whatsoever. So maybe we will do that. We will double up the number of furnaces. But right now, I'm not going to do that. What I am going to do, though, is I'm going to make sure I've got enough room to collect up all of this. I don't right now, which is a slight problem. So I can go and pick these few bits up just a minute. But then I'm going to have to take a bit of time out to do some other stuff. And I want a steel axe. I want this. Increases your mining speed by plus 100%. These bonuses here are absolutely beautiful. I need enhancement data cores to be able to do that. Enhancement data cores are in... wait, we're in technology in here. I need enhancement... everything else is the same. I need the enhancement blocks to be able to make them. So we go to the blocks. The enhancement block takes stone bricks, electronic parts, copper servo motor, electronics block. It's actually really quite simple to make those. That would be a nice one to be able to make, and that's going to allow me to get this one. In order to get that, I want steel processing, and in order to get steel processing, I need electrolysis, And I also need the other one, which was chemical processing. So we've got a target to work towards. Once I've done the mechanical refining, we've got a few other bits, so that then we'll be able to pick things up faster with a steel pickaxe rather than the one that we've got right now. That would definitely make life a little bit easier and more efficient for us, which is always going to be a good thing. I've manufactured everything that I set out to make. And I got no space for carrying anything. Let's get rid of that one bit of copper. What happens if I make some more of these? These don't take copper cabling, though, do they? I make 5 of them. It's not using up the cabling. I need to use that cabling. This is a problem for me. Plus, I've now got one. Let's do another 5 of them. That's not going to leave me with any spare of these. That would be handy. Yes, it is. Why do you keep leaving me with 1 copper? I don't want 1 copper cable left over. It's not very helpful. It's decidedly inconvenient for me, to be honest. Right. Take a mosey down this way. We've got this working absolutely flat out, and it's kind of filling everything up down through here, but it's still a little bit slow. At least it's working right now. We'll deal with the iron stuff in a minute. I've got to clear a bit of space. Where am I going to do that? I don't want to get rid of them. The construction parts and the weapon parts, we could try and ditch those. Where's the weapon part? I had a thing where I made some... Oh, that's over this way. That's there. That's out over here. I had that thing over there. So if I go to the thing over here, the weapon parts, right in there, and then I can ditch 26 of them. There's a little bit of space. Then I want to go back over this way, and we've got a few other little pieces that we can go and ditch. I've got the copper cables and things like that, which I had busy being made down over here. Where are the... there's the copper cables over that side. So if I go into there, and I take that one and I put it in there, it's just getting rid of that for a minute. I got 2 bits of paper here that I'm running around with, which are no good to me. I've got to be careful that I don't accidentally ditch some of the more valuable items, the more important items. But some of this stuff I definitely do want to get rid of. I've got 4 new bits of coal that I've gone and picked up from somewhere. 102 data analyzers. Why am I even running around with it? The reason I got those is to make all of these items. The grey science, because that grey science stuff, that's being pulled out everywhere. So these are something that we're going to be using, and we're going to be using them on here as well. So if I go in here, and I drop all of them in there, they'll go and they'll make up the rest of them. Electronic parts. I'm sure I'm using those anyway. The construction parts, I can bring those down over here. If I look in there and I just drop those into that bit right there. Right. Tidied up my bags a little tiny bit. I've got a tiny extra bit of space. It's not much, but it's enough to keep us tidied over until we can get a few more items underway. I need more mining drills. Always going to need more mining drills. You never have enough mining drills. 2, 1, 2. There's 20 new mining drills being made. We'll leave them ticking over for a minute. This facility here is doing a wonderful job. I'm only using half the ore crushers at the moment. Until I really expand that out further, I don't need to worry about those ore facilities at all. Excellent. I'm not using too much space in here. And now I can go and get rid of these. Like this. And pick up all of them. So I got 50 construction bots. 5 of those and 7 of those. That's fan-schmastic. I think I've got all of the bits that I need for another basic ore crushing facility. So I've got that one. I've got the copper one in place. And there's room for expansion. Well, there will be room for expansion. We'll have to move the belts around a little bit. But we can then essentially double up the little bit there with the furnaces, because I can just split that off, I can run that down, and I can put another line of furnaces in underneath, doing exactly what I've done, just extend it downwards a bit. So I've got room for expansion on there, and that's the key to all of it, is we've got to make sure we've got room for expansion. So if I'm to do the same over here, I can't plonk it there. There's going to be no room to expand it anywhere. Which means that this little facility that we've got, I'm actually going to want to take it out and put it down all the way out over this side. Next up on this list, we want chemical processing so that we can start to unlock steel processing so that in turn later on we can get the steel axe, which is something that I really want. So we will start with steel. Wait, no, that one, chemical processing. Start you. That will give me the chemical furnace as well, which is a handy little tool to have at times. We'll come out over here and we will put our basic ore crushing facility down. I'm going to take it up a bit. No, I don't want to go too high because I want that one to have a facility up there. So this one for that stuff there, we'll bring it out. I'm going to get rid of these power lines. How much have I got in there? Tell you what, I'm going to drop that in. I'm just going to have 2 stacks of those for a minute. And I'll pick up some of these power lines, like that. And then I'm going to go basic ore crushing. If I put that chest right in the middle of the basic ore crushing, that's going to work out just right for us. That one can drop down there. That's going to be the ideal location to locate it. Because what I can also do is... Can I use that? Might be able to. No. I can't get close enough to use that one, so doesn't... Do I need to? Let's see a minute. I'll put these 5 down here, because these actually need... I've got to have power on these 5. So I'll run the 5 of them down here in a line like that, and I will put power... Okay, I'm not going to put power right away. I will do power like that. So they're going to be charging up. And then we want to put the construction zone expander down. So I will put the first one over to there. That one's going to go up there like that. And that actually covers the entire zone. I don't need to do any more. But that one's not counted. So I need to have the other chest that I've got, which is down here, and plonk it in here like this. If I put it there in the middle... They'll use that one, and they'll also use all the stuff that I've got over here. So then I can go and take my 50 crawler construction robots, and I can dump them all down like that. And then I can go into here. I need 8 of these. So I go 1, 2 in there, and I drop 8 of them in there. I want 10 furnaces in there, and then I want 100 of those. I drop 21 back in. That should be enough. I know I want 1 splitter to go in there. And then I'm going to want 66 of these. We'll put a couple extra in. And I'm going to want 4 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4. Like that. I'm going to want 16 iron chests, which I've got kicking around here somewhere. There we go. And... Oh, and some of those. We'll drop in 70 odd of them, and they can go and put that together a minute. While they're working on that, I can then go and use some of these that I've got over this side, and I've got some more of these. What did I do over there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got 12 on each side. I've got 24 of them. I haven't got that in here. I'm going to do this one as just a straight 12, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No, I don't want to go any further than that. I'll have to take it out that way. Right. Turn that round. Oop. Alright, definitely don't do that. Run it back this way, like that. So there's the first few that we're going to put down. I'll put down a little bit more in a minute. Yes, I know that these are way too much for one belt. Definitely way too much for one belt. I am fully aware of that. The reason I'm doing this is because we're going to be able to upgrade the belt later and expand it out further than what it is now. So by putting all of these in place right now, I've basically designed this... Oop, you need to go back that way by 1. I'm basically just making, I'm future-proofing this one. That's essentially what's happening right here. I am future-proofing the entire facility that I've got right here. So if I remove that, I'm then going to remove these down through here. So iron production is going to be coming to a halt in just a minute. I'll pick up that lot like that, and that is all of those. Need to remove you out of the way. That one can stay where it is. And then we'll run down here. We will gather up that belt like that. I got no electric mining drills on me. So let's go like this. And then make a couple more electric mining drills like that. That will allow me to go and build the last few that I need. So I wanted 12 on each side, didn't I? I said I had 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, okay. There and there, and then we'll do the same over this side, like that, and then we can drop in the rest of the power poles. Put one there, and I can put one there. I can remove that belt going through there. I can run in here, and we can put a belt coming out that way, and then I can go here like this. Right, so we have now got a belt that runs all the way through there. It runs out to this side. We can extend that belt on out a little bit further, and then we can use an underground belt to jump across this pit right here, as I've already got the underground belt in place. And if you go in a straight line over to here, that's not a good idea at all. We want to go back there. I want to get rid of that one. I need to do the straight line up here so that I can extend a bit later on the number of ore crushers that I've got here without having to move the belt very much. That's why that's not a very good idea. And I'll put that one up like that. There. Perfect. So I'll get rid of that belt, and then we can run along here, and we can pick up all of this one. The only other thing that I've got to do now is I've got to get the coal and bring it in. I need to have you in there so that you've got sapphirite on that one, and I run along there, and I've set sapphirite going on there. You are putting down the last few items in. I think everything else is already in place on here. I just need to get coal coming on that top line. I need iron running out on this bottom line. So I've got coal coming down here. I can take coal off of this. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to take you down this way. How am I going to do this? I'm going to have to do it like that. And I'm going to take this one. And I'm going to put a filter on here, which is going to be stone. Which is actually going to be on the right, like that. And then the coal can split both ways. I'll just clear everything off of there like that. Right, yeah, that's going to put a little bit of stone down there, but it's only going to be a small amount, and it's not going to matter very much. And then you over here, so that one needs to go there and run back this way. We're going to take that underground belt, and it's going to run along here. That one's going to go up to there, and you're going to go there like that. Then I need to take a power cable, and I need to run that one and join these together like that. So that's that entire facility all joined together. Everything is connected up. Everything is powered on. It's all running through, and the coal is coming in, which means that that facility is now all going to be working perfectly. I'm going to do the same that I did previously on here. I'm going to offset a couple of these. Well, unfortunately, that is all we've got time for. We will come back tomorrow, and we will carry on with the Bat Challenge, continue trying to make 1,000 of absolutely everything. But we'll also take a little short break and try to catch me a door flurp. If you've enjoyed the episode, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.